Hi, I'm Valerie Fitzgerald, and I've received so many messages from many of you through my DM messaging about the effects that the COVID might have on the real estate market today. So I'd like to answer some of them today, but hopefully they'll help you feel better or think differently or figure out kind of to plan how the next few months might be going in the real estate markets. The first question was, what are some of the long-term effects that the current pandemic has on the housing market? Well, some of the long-term effects right now are obviously jobs. People that have lost their jobs, from banking to service providers to people that are working in the tech world. It's gone across the board. Every single business has been affected with layoffs. And I think that that's what's going to have to absorb once this pandemic does pass. And it will pass. Those jobs will have to reabsorb back into the market. But in the meantime, how are people going to pay their bills, pay their rent, pay their mortgages, and so on? So those are the things that we're grappling, and nobody really has an answer right now because it's only been a few weeks. So what I suggest you do is, because there is a mortgage forgiveness right now, contact your lender. There is a forgiveness for a 60-day reprieve on paying your rent. Contact your landlord. But put everything you ask for in writing. Once you speak to them, or if you can't speak to them, put it in writing. It must be in writing to be effective. And we don't know, but I think in the next few months, once we get through this, by the summer comes along in June, you're going to find a different world out there, and we're going to get back to normal. Another question that came along was, how has the COVID-19 impacted the way you conduct business? Well, it's had a huge impact on our business in real estate. We're not having open houses. We're not doing anything that's we call caravan, where brokers go out and look at new houses. Many of the houses have been taken off the market and put on hold, but our local multiple listing service, thank goodness, stopped. They had put a moratorium on all the days on the market. So if you've had your property listed, or you're thinking about listing it, the days on the market have stopped. This will be very helpful for when the market does come back together, that it won't show that your property's been on the market for months, 2 months, 3 months, and so forth. But it does have an impact on the way we do business, because when we aren't really doing showings. I have 5 or 6 houses now that have key boxes, so people can go, and when I know who the client is and who the agent is, can go and tour the house themselves. Or if we do a showing on some of the higher end things, which I have done, if the seller is living there, they've left the house, we wear masks and gloves and booties and do the showing. Of course, observe the 6 feet physical distancing that's key today. The other way we do it is a virtual tour. So we send tours, we do Matterport, so you can kind of tour through the house at your leisure. It's not the same as seeing it in person, of course, but this is the way we're doing business today, and it's actually effective. So what is my forecast for the next quarter? It's hard to say for the next quarter, but I'm bullish. I believe that 3 weeks ago, a month ago, we were in fact beating the numbers of 2019. Our West Side market was on fire. California is doing really well in the housing market. We've been leading the country, and I think that just doesn't fall off the face of the earth. I think that in a few months, things will slowly get back into play, and the numbers will happen. People need homes, buyers will buy, and sellers will sell. And I don't see any big price drops. I personally don't feel that way. Not from boots on the ground where I am at the moment. Will the sudden rise in unemployment impact the housing market? Well, yes, it will, because people can't pay their rent and people can't pay their mortgage. So it will impact it, because eventually at some point when the 60 days or 90 days do pass from now, you will have to pay your past mortgage payments. You will have to pay your past rent payments. And that's the question. Where do you earn enough money at that time to be able to make those payments? I personally suggest that you go to your lender, you go to your landlord, and you ask them if the rent payments that you miss, could you amortize them over the next year of your lease or the next year of your mortgage payment? So you can spread them out so that no one is stuck with a huge payment. And then when the COVID problem kind of passes through, and you're not stuck with a huge bill. Are people still in the market to buy at the moment? They are, because people need homes. People are looking to lease, people are looking to buy. We are just monitoring it, how to do that, and difficult. There are people that are doing things sight unseen, which we have to protect everyone by giving them a form they have to sign saying they're buying something sight unseen. And the question is mortgages. Mortgages are so low. You can get a 30-year mortgage at 2.5% or 2.7% right now. So a lot of the baby boomers are refinancing. The banks are busier than ever. And they're refinancing so that their mortgage payments are going to be low. And you know what's going to happen then? They won't sell their homes because their payments will be so low. So I think you're going to see a difference with the baby boomers on every price range, not wanting to sell or move, because where are they going to go for the same payment? So that's something we're keeping an eye on at the moment as well. How do you continue to offer such a great service to your clients during these challenging times? Well, our service has changed. Our service is digital, online. It's constant communication. I'm on 4 or 5 conference calls every single day. I'm learning, I'm listening, from banking to great ones, the realtor. LinkedIn has these webinars. There's so many companies that do. We're learning to do things differently, efficiently. I think you're going to see that change. Then some of these things might just stay into the times when times do turn around. And I want you all to know it's really hard out there, but times will turn around. We are all in this together. DM me anytime with your questions. I'll do my best to get back to you.